Hey guys, so I've decided to go back to my basics. When I very first started resin, this is the kind of thing I used to do, which was just experimenting with alcohol inks and mica powders. That was at the very beginning, and since then I've never really gone back to it. And the more videos I watch, I'm going to look really sticker, I kind of miss doing it. So even though I've not much resin left to do the other project I'm in the middle of doing, I just really fancied doing this. So I'm just doing, this is a 9-inch, I used to bake like kids cakes, that's why it's all burnt on the edge. Clean this up best I can in the middle. It was in a bit of a poor state, but I feel I'm going to need to top coat it if that's the side that I prefer. So same resin as I always use. That one from Epideco. Don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm going to do 100 and, so I'm looking at this side on, I can't see where it's up to, 150, pretty sure this is going to be nowhere near enough actually, no, just go for it, 200, is that 200? Yeah, 200, and even then I still don't think it's going to be enough, but as long as I get a thin piece out of it, I'm not too fussed. I just thought I'd try this because I'm doing moons, and this will just be a round one. Okay, full moon. So I need 200. Can you just see me 300 mark? I'll just double check that because I'm looking inside on and I can't really see. I'm trying to hurry up because I've only got my phone and I don't want to be having to upload this in 2 parts. So I'm going to mix fairly quickly, which I normally go slower than this for the sake of the bubbles, but this one isn't too bad for bubbles anyway. So I've got 4 colours, purple, bright pink, that comes out like a silver, it looks like a silvery black, but it's like a really dark silver, graphite I suppose you could call it, I'm not sure. And metallic yellow. I did have a normal yellow, I was tempted to use that and I thought no. And I've just been watching another YouTuber, Pouring Heart Out, highly recommend her. And I thought, should I do some transparent colours in? I thought no, I'm going back to basics, I'm going back to what I was doing at the very beginning, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to see literally how this turns out, end of. If it turns out rubbish, I've only got me to blame. But hopefully it'll be nice enough, either one side or the other, to go up on the wall with my moons. Is that mixed? Yeah, it's mixed. So even though I'm going quite fast with this, there's only little micro bubbles really. It's really good on the bubbles, I do have to say. And by the way, I'm not affiliated or sponsored in any way by Epideco or the resins. And I did want to just add something on my project over here, so excuse me a minute. So yeah, right, that's done. I knew I had another reason for this. I'm just going with what feels right, really. Don't know if I'm going to need some more micas in there or not. Putting just a snipsy bit more in the light colours, just because I'm hoping that the dark colours don't take over too much. Whoops. I got this jug out with a kitchen roll, and the camera stops rolling. Right, just going to mix up my purple. I've got a tendency to put loads of mica powder in, and I've purposely not done that this time. People keep saying on the videos you don't need a lot of mica powder, but I just can't help it. So I've only gone light with it this time. Not as light as I could do if I've still gone double what I needed. But we'll see anyhow how it turns out. I'm not convinced I've got enough resin here to even have a thin layer at the bottom. Last but not least, this silvery colour. When I was getting these micas out of the glass jar that I've got them in, this graphite one was slightly open, and it just went poof, and it just totally covered my pants. Right. Ooh, sticking. So firstly, I'll go with purple. Now I did actually try my best to make this balanced out, and as you can see, it's just not at all. Honestly, it's a nightmare. No. So annoying. I'll put that under there. Still moving this way of it. Put a bit more in there. I'm not too bothered, but it's pretty annoying. Because then I never get an even pattern. See, it's rushing to that side. Put the stick all the way along that side. Now it's rushing this way. I don't know why I bother. No, we'll just see how it turns out. A little bit of yellow in there. It came out eye-shaped, to be quite happy. Interesting to see what it's like when, if it pulls itself back in. That's only the other thing with not having it flat. I don't know how well it's going to pull itself back in. At least it turns out I've got plenty. Now this could be quite a learning curve for me, because, reason being, if this just goes into one big mishmash of colour, then I know I need to let me resin thicken up. So this is a bit of a test for me with the resin as well, because it's such a long time since I've bothered doing anything like this. I'm only going to put a little bit more. I made a drip. So I'm going to let that do its thing. And see what happens. Not holding out much hope, to be honest, because mine always tend to be a bit of a disaster. I don't know. We'll see what happens anyway. I'll come back when it's ready. Right guys, so this is ready for unmoulding now. Not expecting to be wowed by the other side one because I know it's going to need top coating. It's actually the thickness I wanted it to be. Once it was actually stuck there. Very nice. Turn it over to see the other side. Ooh. It's nice, but it's got a bit of a dome, which I was hoping it would have a slight more dome, wanting to be more like moon-like. Could get away with not top. Mind you, if you look at the other side, I don't know which way around to display it, but just take you off here. Try and look at the shine difference. I think I'll probably display it that way around actually. At least that way I don't need to top coat it as well. I'm going to go around the edges in gold. Yeah, nice to go back to basics. Thanks for watching guys.